We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises. A kiss for luck and we're on our way. We've only just begun. Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You're tuned in to The Encourager, and it is 1/1/24. And that was one of the songs that, I don't know, came by way of spiritual download this morning. I mentioned that a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, there is a song in me. Sometimes a couple. And so that song by the Carpenters is definitely one of my, it's a very endearing song called We've Only Just Begun. And the sister passed many, many years ago. She dealt with anorexia and of that family, from the Carpenters, from that group. And but her voice was just angelic. I mean, it's just, yeah. I know Luther Vandross said about Dionne Warwick's voice that when he first heard her voice in the 70s, that it was, he said he heard an angel when she was singing. I've enjoyed Dionne Warwick's songs. I Say a Little Prayer for You is one of those songs that reminds me of my childhood, and it takes me back to a nostalgic period in my childhood when it just does. You know, when we were still living in Illinois before relocating to Florida, and being with Cal, it was rare. That brings about a rare nostalgic moment from my childhood, that particular song. And I think it's a song that it'll always minister to me in that way, because that'll always be a prayer of mine. And I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but that'll always be a prayer of mine. Even if others make choices that separate us, because we have to realize that you can hold someone dear to your heart, but understand where the boundaries have to keep them far from you in the physical, okay? So there are those relationships where you love them genuinely, but you know that love will never be reciprocated, and so you have to love them from a distance. And to me, that's what that song says. Today, that's what it says. It didn't say that, and it was a childhood favorite song. That's not what it said in my childhood. It said something different. It spoke more to always being together, and I guess in some sense, that is true pertaining to today in my perspective of that song. But that's what it says to me. And yeah, that's what it says to me. And so I have those songs that are nostalgic in that, but We've Only Just Begun is, it's a very enduring song. And it speaks to together getting through things and being excited about the moment and looking forward to the things of the future without anxiety, you know. And so I hope the first day of the year of 8 is well for you so far. If you did celebrate with friends and family, 444 on the timer. If you did celebrate with family, I hope it was good and safe. And hopefully you're not hearing this in a hospital or recovering from some unfortunate choice that you made overnight or someone else made on your behalf overnight because you chose to get in the car with them or whatever else. Hopefully you are sound, safe, and well physically and spiritually listening to this. And if not, then I certainly send unconditional love and the healing power. I am a healer, and send my healing telepathically to you should you need it. Yeah, but recognize you also have to be in right place in order to receive that healing. Okay, that healing just doesn't arrive to healing doesn't arrive to the heathen when the heathen hasn't repented of his ways. Okay, but I do unconditionally, with unconditional love. If you are in such a position where you were the bystander of some situation and you ended up becoming a victim in some way. Okay, so I just wanted to come on and I guess just share about those songs, and I think I have to still post the summary for the Living by the Moon series. I did record it 2 days ago, I think, but I don't think I've posted it. I think I need to do that. And then we'll be on to something else. Wherever Most High Divine Source Deity Yahweh God guides me is where we're going to go. I am looking forward to this upcoming year, and or this year. It's not upcoming, it's here. And all that it has in store. You know, I have expectations. Sitting right here today as the clock hits 7 minutes exactly, I'm gonna look when I turn my eyes to it. We all have expectations. I had expectations on January 1 of 2023, although that was a very difficult time still for me. In some way, I was still shedding things, a year ago. And I was just starting to the flower in me was just starting to really bloom. I remember telling the wife of the gentleman whose church I was a part of for 20 years in Sanford after the military. That's where Divine sent me. There's no question about that. But my 20-year mission came to an end on September of 2022, exactly 1 year after, exactly 20 years after I started getting cassette tapes while still in the military, in military intelligence school in 2002. So Most High does all things well, and he does things to perfection. Numerologically, I don't even know if that's a word, but he does things precisely to a T, pinpoint accuracy, even better than pinpoint accuracy. It is exacting. It is down to the millisecond, whatever is faster than a millisecond. It is down to the very inkling, down to the very atom, down to the very morsel, down to the very grain of sand, down to the very, 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 very amoeba, down to the very, he's that detailed. It's down to the very simplest thing, right? And he's that specific. And so I have expectations of this year. I do know and understand today that I have a lot more control over the outcome of those things. And it's not just riding the train and deciding to jump off the train wherever the train leads me. No, I am the conductor. I am the conductor, right, of this cruise ship. And you are on, yeah. All around the land, music is at hand. We gonna play it for you. You know we want to be crew of entertainers, right? We just want you to be. Fantastic voyage. I love a fantastic voyage. Come along, pack your bags, get on up and jam now. Come on and ride on the funk now. Come along and ride on the fantastic voyage. So it's a good day. I'm full of songs. Songs and music is extremely helpful. It helps your energy. If you get up and dance, it helps your energetic sacral root chakra. It helps your solar plexus chakra. It helps all of your lower chakras for sure, because your solar plexus deals with your confidence. And so if you're able to get up and dance like nobody's watching, then that's going to help your confidence. Because it takes courage to dance like nobody's watching. Okay? Where I am, in this small space, I dance very, very often like nobody's watching. I really, really do. Physically, I dance like nobody's watching. And I can't tell you how healing that is. Okay? And so, and grounding, yeah, and just grounding, regrounding. Maybe you're not necessarily needing any specific type of healing. Maybe you're good, you're aligned. I'm good. I don't need any healing today specifically. I'm good. I'm well. I'm in my purpose. I'm walking strong. My chest is out. My chin is up. I know who I am. I walk boldly. I walk proudly, not in an egotistical way, because I'm a very humble man. Again, I'm more than happy to sit in the background, but Most High has pushed me to the front. I was more than happy for 46 years and 9 months to sit in the background and let people run over me and use me and let them take my wife and let them use me for sex and money only and let them treat me, be unappreciative of my energy, of what I bring to the table, and not see my value 12:12 when I turn my eyes to the clock. And just, I got to a place where I realized that if no one else was going to love me, I was going to have to love me, because if I did not love me first, then I was going to die. That's a spiritual death, emotional death, a mental death, a physical death. I was going to die if I did not start loving myself the way that I needed to, because no one in the world was giving me the love that I needed. Everybody was lying to me in some way, or ultimately lied to me or deceived me in some way, shape, form, or fashion that I held dearest to me. Father, mother, daughter, daughters, friends, lovers. They were disloyal. They were sex only. And this is different women. This is not the same woman. So unfaithful. Okay. And I realized, again, that song I sang the other day, I walk alone, right? And again, that's not to say that I don't need anyone, and yet at the same time, that is exactly to say I don't need anyone. Meaning, I don't need anyone to fulfill the purposes for which I'm put here. It's great to have help, but if that help comes tainted, I don't want that. Keep that shit over there, right? Don't bring your tainted ass over here. I don't want that, okay? And so that's what I mean when I say I don't need any help. I don't need the bad help. I don't need the help that comes with all the baggage. I don't need that kind of help. Okay? I'd much rather walk alone than walk with lawless individuals that are not appreciative of what another brings to the table. Okay? I don't need that type of help. I have enemies for that, because that's what those individuals are. No matter what their situation or their title is in your life, okay? If they speak against you behind your back, if they energetically throw you off, they are not for your good. Okay? If they are lying on you behind your back, they are not for your good. You find out. You need to drop them immediately. Old school was drop them like a bad habit. You need to drop them immediately. They are not going to serve your good for this year. They are not going to serve your good. When someone shows you who they are, believe them until they show you something different. And then at that point, I would still stand back with binoculars, 300 yards, and I would look. I wouldn't run up to them giving them a hug. I would give them a year. Let them ride out 2024. See how they look in 2025. Right? And just observe. I do that all the time, and that's how I decide who I'm going to keep and who I'm going to cut off. Most of the time it ends up being the latter, because I sit back and I watch. Say, you're a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm not. Nope. And like I said, anyone can ask me anything they want to. I have no reason to lie. A lie doesn't need to be remembered. So all the things that I'm sharing with you on my channel, on this platform about my personal life, I don't have to remember it because it's the truth. I don't have to remember the letter that she sent me in Germany. I don't have to remember the good times, the rare good times that I had as a child with the sperm donor or Judy. I don't have to remember those things because I lived them. So I don't have to try to make up lies, right? I don't have to. She really did sit there when he held a gun to me, right? When I told him that I was going to burn his house down, okay? Because he was effing with my wife when I was in Germany, and I told him that. I said, I will blow this house up and all these women and you in it. She turned around, went against me, and told him that. I came home on leave. He shows up with a gun at Judy's house. She and the wife at the time is sitting right there at the table. Judy lies till this day. I can't trust her. She will lie to this day if I tell her, do you remember that? She's like, no, I don't remember that. Stop lying. Go sit your ass down somewhere. You're not my mother. Shut up. And I'll tell her that. And I've told her that. I told her, take me off your wills. Whatever you have me on, remove me from all of your paperwork. I am not your son. Until you tell me the truth, I am not your son. Don't come at me with bullshit. Okay? She knows exactly how empathic I am. She knows exactly how empathic I am. She knows exactly how anointed I am. She knows who I am. But she refuses to tell me the truth. You sit there and lie to me when somebody held a gun to your sons, talking about he's going to kill him, right? Or I'm not going to kill you. I just shoot you in the kneecap. So you be handicapped. Yeah, I just do that. That's what he said. And she just sat there and listened to him say that shit. Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, that's you, Judy. Marie Campbell. Get the fuck out of my face. Okay? Do not let people who show you who they are remain in your life when who they are is not who you desire to have in your life. Don't let them stay with you for 2024, because who they showed you they were in 2023, that's who they're going to be. Who they showed you they were in 2022, that's who they're going to be. Who they showed you they were in 2021, that's who they're going to be. Who they showed you they were in 2015, that's who they're going to be. Who they showed you in 1995, that's who they're going to be. Who they showed you in 1984, that's who they're going to be. When people show you who they are, believe them and walk away. Leave their ass in the dust. Leave them. Don't stick around hoping that they change. You are halting and hindering your own life. You are. And your purposes, Most High would never want you to stick around and wait for anybody. Everybody talks about Jesus's journey here. So let's talk about it. Do you think he stood around waiting for people? If the woman when he went to the well, if the woman didn't show up, what do you think he'd do? Sit there waiting for her? No. He'd figure, oh, she must have got caught up again with another one of her whoever's, because she had multiple men. He pointed her out. The one you're with now isn't even your husband. Skank. Right? He called her a slut right there in the Bible. He sure did. Called her a slut. You have many men, and the one you're with right now isn't even yours. He belongs to someone else because they have a spiritual contract signed with someone else. But you're running around effing him or her, right? And messing up their life and also messing up yours. And so now they'll have to clean out their sacral and all that, and you'll have to do the same thing. Will and Jada and anybody else in a polygamous, polyamorous relationship, nasty, stinking. Shit looking, smell like a sewer. All green, mucused up and really? Yuck. One of the videos that I'm going to be speaking on soon is going to be in regards to celibacy, and it's going to be specifically focused on talking to the men. So men, if you are a male listening to this, or you listen in, thank you first of all. And second of all, yeah, let's talk about some celibacy, man. Let's talk about it. Okay? So look for that video. Okay? Look for that video. This is the third time in 20 years that I've been celibate for an extended period of time. Okay, so I've been celibate 2 other times, and they were after major relationships. Okay, and so the first time was after a relationship that ended in 2006, and I went from 2006 to 2010 celibate. No intimacy with a woman, none. Then again, I went from 2011 to 2000, when did I get married again? 2015. Then I went 2015. So then I went 2011 to 2015 celibate. Okay. And then I went 2015. No, not, I was married. I got married in 2015. Oh, and so now again, since August of 2022, I've been celibate. Okay? And so yeah, so I'm going to save a lot of that. I don't want to get into all of that. So anyway, just know 22:33 as I look at the clock, at the timer. So just know that you need a filter, and your filter needs to be a good one for 2024 to not look like 2023 did, or for it to look better. Maybe your 2023 was pretty good, okay? But you still should want to be better. You want to polish. You want to you want to get better. You should always be after that. After the better, after the next, because it really truly is a never ending process as far as your human growth in the natural form here in the 3D. That is an ever growing thing, because in the pursuit of your highest, purest, truest form, here in the matrix, that is a daily walk. That is a daily thing, because the natural is always trying to catch up to where your spiritual is. So it's always a marrying. You're always trying to bring heaven and earth together, right? And that's not a heaven, street paved of gold and all. That's not that heaven. The kingdom that is within you, bringing that kingdom that is within you in an outward expression, is bringing heaven to earth. So the kingdom is within you. The truth is within you. Who you really truly are is within you, okay? No matter how good you look on the outside, the truth is within you. You look so much better on the inside than you do on the outside, okay? Again, not if you're living those types of lifestyles that I mentioned earlier today. You need to definitely do some chakra cleansing, and there's a lot of work to be done there, right? But that's why I'm here, to help us get there, okay? And so just know, however your year is starting out, maybe you have a hangover, maybe you have more than a hangover. Hopefully you can recover and be about the business of really truly becoming your highest, purest, truest form in 2024. There is no better time than the present. That's why it is a gift. Okay? Most High Divine Source, Yahweh God, is waiting for the sons to be revealed. Who are those sons? Those sons are the empaths. Those sons are the alchemists. Those sons are the healers. Those sons are the light workers. Those sons are the starseeds. Those sons are the oracles. Those sons are the ones who are not afraid, right? One of the songs that, most of the songs that are sung at the Rock are written within the house. A very talented and a really anointed group of people. Again, I have no ill will against them today, right? I just outgrew whatever that religious process was that they were doing over there. And I slayed the giant for which I was sent there to do, and exposed the coven that was in that land. And that was my job. Next mission, sir. Okay? But one of the songs, part of one of the songs that came from that house was, part of the song goes, unapologetically we say that we are what the earth is crying for. We're bringing heaven and earth together here, speaking a truth to a land defended by their own fears, breaking the chains of religious things. We are a manifestation of your word, right? And that is what I am. I am a manifestation of his prophetic word, a promise, and you are a manifestation of his word, should you choose to accept, right? It's like a space mission. Should you choose to accept, okay? I said a long time ago, I, faithful, do solemnly swear to uphold the spiritual laws and spiritual constitution in the 3D. I said that a long time ago. That's part of the swearing in of the United States military, in case you were wondering. But I solemnly swore to Most High long time ago that I would uphold his truth and I would speak his truth, even if I had to do it alone. Okay? I believe there's 2 or 3 people out there who have the same heart and passion that I do. There's a few. It's not many. Okay? It's not many. So, welcome to the age of Aquarius. It's time to enter in. What are you going to do? Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I look forward to the year and sharing with you what Most High has for you, for you and for me, through me. And again, I always encourage interaction. Okay? I don't know it all. Okay, and only a narcissistic individual would even pretend to. Okay, there are things I have to look up and research every single day. Most High is dropping bombs. Pew, 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 words, right? This word today I got during a meditation was modality. Modality. And look up the word. Modality is the form in which something functions, I believe, is what it is. Again, I'm on my phone. If I try to look it up, and I think it'll stop the recording, so I'm not going to do that. But I think modality is working through whatever means that is to function, right? Modality, okay? And so, very interesting word. When I looked it up, I was like, wow, modality, right? And so I have to research things and look up things, even if I think I know what they mean. Like, oh, yeah, I've heard modality. Oh, yeah, I've used modality in a sense. Oh, yeah, I still look the word up, right? Because he's giving it to me in this moment in time for a reason. And so I need to look it up and see how it pertains to the time now. And that's something to remember. Okay, this is why you can read the parts of the word that are truth, and they can mean something different today than they do tomorrow or yesterday or last week or tomorrow or next year, right? Because that is what it's meant to do, okay? So today modality means one thing to me. 10 years from now, modality means something completely different because I'll be in a completely different space in my life, in a place in my life. Okay? So be encouraged as always. Know that the strength that you want to be and the places that you want to pull yourself out of and pull yourself into or up to, it's within you to do those things, but you have to access the power within you in order to do that. And Most High has given us a way to do that. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to see? Are you ready to be? In 2024, let's go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my name's Nehru. You've been tuned into The Encourager. And as always, be encouraged.